Perfect grade Zeta Gundam. Oh, I'm sorry again. I screwed that one up. No, it's real grade Zeta Gundam. You'd be saying, well, that's the smallest perfect grade box I've ever seen in my life. No, this is the real grade Zeta Gundam. As you can see here, typical Zeta Gundam, or sorry, a typical real grade box, except for this one is a little thicker. In fact, let's compare this box to one that we just recently did. GP01 full burner. And there's the box side by side. As you can see, Zeta Gundam is a little bit thicker by about, well, 3/4 of an inch thicker box. So there's a little bit more. Now, Zeta Gundam came before. It was made in 2012. So why are you unboxing him second? Why did you unbox full burner first? Well, this is quite a bit more to him. In fact, if you even look at Strike Freedom, let's look. Almost the same. Almost the same, but still a little bit thicker. So, Zeta Gundam. In fact, let's go over to the price side here. And as you see, 3,000 yen. Now, Strike Freedom Gundam was also inside that 3,000 yen price point right there, as you can see, right? So a little bit more expensive on Strike Gundam, or Strike Freedom Gundam, the same as Zeta Gundam. And why is that? Well, this real grade Zeta Gundam is a transformable Gundam. That's it, folks. That's the thing. As you can see on the front of the box, you got a Zeta Gundam. And Zeta Gundam isn't my favorite of all the Gundams by far. I have a lot more Gundams within the Universal Century that I like above Zeta Gundam. Mostly it is with the face. I really don't... The face isn't my favorite. And the rest of them seems kind of blocky. Real Transformer-ish like. And I like more of the angled look of some of the other Gundams. But I still like Zeta Gundam, despite the fact that he is a little bit more blocky than I prefer. And he is a transformable Gundam, which does make it kind of awesome. So, of course, I think that makes it all the better, is the fact that he is a little bit more squarish and rectangularish, and not so roundish for his transformation. Of course, you got the typical stuff on the front of the box. On the side of the box, it tells you it's a 1/44 scale, and gives you some information about the Gundam, as well as showing you the transformation. So it shows him in his normal form, it shows him as his head unit comes down, some parts flip up, some more stuff flips up, and he's fully transformed into his jet fighter mode there. Of course, it shows what the inner frame looks like. It shows a Zeta Gundam here with all the runners. Of course, some information on the side of the box. As you can see here, more information, some of his poses. Shows him with his backpack, with his shield. Shows him in fighter mode. Gives you quite a bit of information on here. As well, of course, another side of the box just shows fighter mode. So let's get into the unboxing. Take a look at all that's inside. We pop the top, and as you can see, first of all, it shows you on the side of the box, which this is what I really like about real grades, is they give you this little bit of extra box art. So you can see the different other versions of this that you can get. You get BB Senshi, Zeta Gundam. You can get a high grade Gundam, of course, if you want one. You can get Master Grade Gundam, which is your 1/100 scale Gundam. You get a Perfect Grade Gundam, and of course, this shows some other real grade Gundams within the Zeta Gundam realm, which is your Mark II. Both the AUEG, I believe. Yeah, AEUG, and your Titans color version. So you can get those as well. Of course, on the inside of the box, you have your manual. Most important thing, make sure you read your manual. Now this frame, the frame that they only use for a Zeta Gundam. Very specific. So this is quite a little bit different. So one thing I want to first look at, and as we pull out, we're going to go through some stuff. Of course, we're going to be looking at all the runners, but I want to take a little bit of time and look at this frame runner for you today. Pull out these guys. Here we go. Right on top is our frame runner. So let's see here. There we go. Now the big difference with this frame runner, with this inner frame, let's see here. Oh, where are we at? I don't want to find it here. Is going to be the foot unit. So the foot unit is quite a bit different than some of your others that you have. And let's see here. Let's see, B9 and B6. So right here, this is the foot unit. This piece right here, that's the foot. So you're like, wow, that kind of looks weird. That's a strange looking foot. That doesn't look like a foot. Looks like some weird bastardized arm unit or something. But that's your foot. Here's your legs. You have your arms, I believe. Arm frame. Yep. So most of this inner frame, you don't have really your waist unit. You have your legs, you have your arms, you have your feet, and then the rest of the frame is on normal runners, like so. So this is what makes this guy a little bit different from the rest of the real grades. So we'll kind of look at that. So I'm going to put this piece aside. Take a look at these other guys here. So you got some, we got some of the body unit here. Look at the body. And some of the yellow parts here. Some of the boosters that you get. Of course, some script parts here as well. Some more armor parts. Yeah, like I said, the frame on this guy is what makes him unique, because it's most of the frame is on this frame runner. Special frame runner. This guy has some parts on it, but not all of it. Then of course, once we build him, I'm going to show you some things with the frame that are a little different than any other real grade Gundam kits. Got some clear effect parts here. Some more red armor parts, both for the feet, and some parts for the transformation of the shield. Nice thing is this guy, you don't really have to pull parts off. From everything I've seen, you can just kind of transform him. You don't have to pull and swap parts of the shield. Excuse me. Okay. More blue armor parts. Let's see here. Some more frame parts here. And then we have our last bag, which has quite a few frame parts. A big chunk of frame parts. So most of the torso is not going to be the flexible material we've come to know and love for the frame. To build around it. So a big chunk of the torso being the fact that he is a transformable, and the only transformable. A big sheet of real grade stickers. Some more beam effects parts, beam sabers, and of course a big chunk of framing. So this is part of your frame. You got some hand parts on here. You got some torso frame that we got in here. Some waist unit parts. Looks like. And then some pieces for the back unit as well. Okay. So all the red and the black, those are going to be used in the transformation. So let me go back to the manual here. You can actually see we got our transformation. Looks like, other than snapping off parts of the backpack and reapplying them, everything transforms without a whole lot of, with no real swapping of parts. Zeta Gundam does not have a core fighter. It's not like GPO-1. It has no core fighter. On all Zeta Gundam, you don't really have any core fighters. Later on, you had some core fighters, but they were using the older mobile suits. So you have Wave Rider mode. That's what they called it. Trying to see the actual frame being built. So you have pieces for the chest area. See, your main chest area is on the F frame here. F runner. Let's see. F37. F37 right here. So right there is for your chest area. That's what your arm's attached to. So most of the time you don't see that in your other Gundams, or I should say your other real grades. You have a chest, a torso, you have a torso and a waist unit that are attached on here. Well, you don't really have that with this guy. Well, let's see here. Oh boy. They have you build. So okay, so you have all your different runners. And these, if you notice, these are some pretty big runners. These are runners that are more on par with a master grade than a real grade. Well, let's see what the book says, how it goes through it. So, first thing you do is you build your feet. Then you build your leg units. And then you, let's see here, you build the body unit. The body unit has nothing to do with that flexible. It has none of this. It has... Oh, there's your one flexible joint waist unit, which is right there. That piece right there. And then you build your waist unit. Then you build a head unit, which the head unit actually has a piece for here for the neck, which is unusual. B4. let's see here. Right here. This is your neck unit. So this piece right here is for the neck. The reason is because of the transformation. Okay. And then your body unit, you build body unit. Okay. And you do have a piece on here for the body unit, which is this guy here. Pretty thin piece. B3. And of course your arm units. Right arm frame, left arm frame. And then of course it actually has you build looks like it's having you build some of the waist unit then. Then it finishes up with the arm unit. So this jumps around quite a bit. This isn't something where you can build the whole frame and then slap armor parts on because of the transformation. And of course the backpack is kind of attached to the arms. Stabilizer and flying armor. Sorry, now you build the stabilizer and flying armor, which is the backpack. Yeah, there you go. So your right armor unit, your left armor unit. Then yes, you build your beam rifle, your shield, and your hands. So this is a little bit more complex. You got 23 pages, not including the back. Okay, folks. That's pretty much it. And of course on your back you have all your decals, which you got quite a bit of decals. Of course you have your pilot down there. But this should be a very interesting build, folks. And once we get this done, hopefully we'll bring it on the show and we will show it off and do a transformation for you. We'll get to see how difficult is the transformation of the real grade Zeta Gundam. Well, folks, as you can see, quite a lot to this kit. So this one should be fairly interesting. And I hope to see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you'll be able to see more content like this. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and put any comments in the comment section below. And this is Skaggly Bones out.